very nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Is it all right if I jump right in with my questions?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So I Woke Up a Vampire is kind of your breakout role. How does it feel?
It feels like crazy, actually. It feels so surreal that I have an opportunity to be such a big role and such a big influence because a lot of kids are going to be watching this show and I hope that they really like it.
Um, how did you get into acting in the first place?
I started by performing a lot with dance and ice skating, and then I started theater and I kind of experienced like some of it, but I didn't really like it that much. And my mom allowed me to start acting because I told her like I just really want to be somebody because watch all these shows and like I'm never really feeling like related to the main character and I want to act so that I can perform and be creative and show other people like look, I'm like you, and just be like someone who's relatable.
I love that. Um, so your show, I Woke Up a Vampire, it's currently playing in Canada, but hasn't quite made it here to the US yet. So for the US audience, what is it about?
It is about a teenage girl who obviously wakes up a vampire, and she kind of just goes through her everyday life experiences, not as the popular girl, not as the most liked girl or the most known person. So she's kind of like a behind the scenes, more, down to earth girl. And she just goes through these normal teenage experiences while battling being a vampire and like finding out who she is and what's her purpose.
Awesome. And how does your character fit into all of that?
Well, my character is Carmi, who is the main character, and she just kind of, in a sense, leads the show in a way that she connects to everybody together and kind of just brings it all in. Like so many characters come from so many different places, and it's all because of Carmi who gets them there, and like kind of everybody meets together because of her. And she kind of just like unites everybody. And I don't know, I would say that she just kind of makes it out all up.
Um, what excited you most about the show to the point where you're like, I have to be a part of it?
Well, in the audition, it didn't have a lot of description about, what the entire show is going to be about or the character. It was very brief. And then I get the full script at the table read, and I'm just like, this is amazing. Like, I need to do this. And as we went on, I was a little bit hesitant about myself, but then I was like, wait, this is an amazing show. Why am I so scared? And it's just written so incredibly. Like the creative visions and the story is amazing.
That's awesome. I can't wait for it. Um, so how do you prepare to play a character who is part vampire?
I mean, Carmi is still a young girl, and I kind of grew with her because of the age and just the experiences are some of them are similar to my own. And I think that since she's such a natural and like silly person, there wasn't really any method. I would kind of just like hang out with everybody and be really relaxed. The key is to be really relaxed, and that when we did scenes, I kind of just go with the flow. Somebody forgets their line, we just keep going. And it just made me feel like Carmi a lot because it wasn't a lot of acting. It was a lot of just like being the characters and playing them out.
That's awesome. And what's your favorite part about playing Carmi?
My favorite part about playing Carmi is that she is just such a lovable character, and Carmi just is so relatable. She's such a person, like a character and a person that kids who watch the show and anybody who sees it can be like, hey, I've been through that before, or I understand what she's going through, or that's super cool. I want to do that. And like, I just am so glad to be playing a character to show everybody that it's not always the, popular girl or the most liked person.
That's awesome. I love that. Um, what are you most excited for people to see when they watch the season?
I'm really excited for people to have suspense and to be on their toes about what's gonna come next. It got me suspenseful when I read the scripts. So I mean, imagine how it's gonna be for other people to actually see it and be like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen next? What's the next episode? And I'm really excited for people to see the super cool stunts and just the overall story. It's really great.
That's awesome. What's the genre for the show?
I would say it's comedy, definitely. But there are some moments where it's not drama, but there are more serious, tense moments that are very mysterious, suspenseful. Yeah.
Awesome. I like when there's a mixture of genre in there. That's cool. And you mentioned stunts. So do you get to do your own stunts?
Majority I did. I love trying new things and I love doing stuff with a lot of adrenaline. So I was so excited when they let me do some of the stuff. Obviously, most of it I was like, "Oh, I cannot do that." But it was really fun doing my own stunts, especially doing it with Nico. We did a couple scenes together with a lot of stunts and it was really fun.
That's awesome. Um, yeah, speaking of Nico, what was it like working with your cast?
Being in a cast full of a bunch of teenage kids is it's so amazing because we're all so young and growing up together. And I had so much fun. I mean, we really just connected and everybody was really, really just involved and committed to their character. So before scenes and during scenes, we really worked hard, but we also had a lot of fun together. And everybody's just amazing. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Um, and now that I Woke Up a Vampire is airing, are you working on anything else?
Right now, I'm focusing more on school, but it is the summer, so we'll see.
Well, my fingers are crossed that things come your way.
Thank you.
And in the meantime, if people want to stay up to date with you and your work, what social media platforms can we follow you on?
You can follow my Instagram. It's just Kaileen Chang, and there are tons and tons and tons of updates about the show.
Awesome. Do you post behind the scenes stuff too?
I'm actually putting together something, a post. So there are so many behind the scenes pictures, videos, so much fun stuff that I can't wait to share with everybody.
Awesome. Great. My final question is just, can you describe season 1 of I Woke Up a Vampire in 3 words?
I would say it's thrilling, heartwarming, and suspenseful.
Awesome. I love that. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you for chatting. I'm very much looking forward to the show. So
Thank you.